know, Eva, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Eva Williams. I'm 25 years old, and I am a student at Temple University's School for Tourism and Hospitality Management. I am a junior in the Sport and Recreation Management major, and I'm very interested in pursuing a career in outdoor recreation. I've worked 5 years at a regionally based recreation center as a lifeguard, swim instructor, and pool manager. I started at the pool, Ardmore Avenue Pool, at Lower Merion School District when I was only 17 years old, and I've worked there for the continuing 5 years. I started as a lifeguard. I then volunteered to work for the swim program and was implemented as a swim instructor. And then through my success through lifeguarding and swim instructing, I was able to move up to a part-time manager. I absolutely loved the pool. I loved being outside, and I loved being with kids all day. It really is, one of my favorite things to do. I have a very deep passion for nature and conservation, as well as health and wellness. I really like the idea of integrating both recreation and conservation. I read recently in the Wall Street Journal that a new trend in corporate America is active workspaces. And this is the exact kind of innovation I want to follow behind. Active workstations are treadmills that are placed instead of desks at certain offices. And you can get physically fit while you're doing your work. I would like to head a program. My dream is to head a program where I will be both involving children in rec and teaching them about conservation efforts and the ecology of whatever ecosystem we're in at that time. Like I said, my dream is to work conservation and rec, and I think the best place to do this would be to start at a regionally based rec and then to move up, hopefully, to a national or state park. I would love to be in a leadership role at a national or state park and get to choose the rec programs that we would offer to our community.
Tell us a story about or accomplishment about yourself.
All right. One of my favorite stories to tell about the pool is my story about Ben and I. Ben was a 4th grader going on 5th grade, and he was very hyperactive. He was in one of my courses, one of my swim instruction classes that was about 6 students, and he was having a lot of trouble engaging in class and learning our objectives. We were working on kicking and our comfort underwater. So I took him aside at the end of class on the 3rd or 4th day, and I spoke with him and his mother had revealed to me that he had been diagnosed with severe ADHD. I realized that in retrospect, he was having trouble paying attention, and I was having trouble keeping his attention while giving other students in the group the attention they needed. So I volunteered myself to work with him one-on-one. I thought that individualized consideration would really help him attain his goals in a shorter amount of time, and also he would get a lot more out of the experience. So every morning, an hour before lessons started, I would meet Ben at the pool with his mom, and we would have a one-on-one class, and then I would go ahead, dismiss him, and teach the rest of the class what we had just gone over. At the beginning of the lesson, we had started with goals we wanted to attain, and Ben wanted to be able to swim 20 feet underwater, no breath. So like I said before, this would involve a strong kick and comfort underwater. So what we really worked on was his confidence and his kicking. By the end of the summer, he was able to swim that 20 feet underwater. I see him from time to time at the pool, and I always get a hug and a smile, and it makes me feel great. And I know that I've actually made a difference in a child's life, and that's worth more than any paycheck I could ever get. I truly believe that.
Tell us about something you learned in class.
Well, I loved my human resource management course. I learned a lot about leadership styles and motivation styles that I could use. This class would have been very, very helpful before I had taught swim lessons, because I would have been able to match the child's personalities with the child's motivation styles. Professor Petrucci really shined a light on how important it is as a manager to be in tune with the people and your followers. You need to know their personalities and you need to know their motivations in order to help them be successful and remove barriers for them to be successful. Last but not least, this class taught me self-awareness. I was able to evaluate my own personalities and my own motivations and use that information to my advantage. I know now that I am extremely extroverted, but I may have a follower in the future who's introverted, and I will need to have to give that person space, whether it makes me comfortable or not. Like I said, I had a great time this semester at Temple, and it's given me a lot of resources that I think I could use here on the job. Thank you.